My name is Wajid. I'm a program manager for Microsoft Teams developer communities. And today I'm going to demo a few of the samples which we built recently, which helps developers to see these features in action. What we'll do, we'll go through these slides first. We'll talk about these various samples, and at the end, we'll show you the live demo. We'll show you where the samples are, all the repo details. Okay, so starting with the first one. So adaptive card tabs are a new way to build Teams tabs. Instead of embedding the web content in iframe, you can now render adaptive cards to the tab. While the front end is rendered with adaptive card, the backend is powered by a bot. The bot is responsible for accepting requests, response appropriately, and render adaptive card. Tabs with adaptive cards are currently only supported in a personal app. So we're putting the documentation is out. We also have samples available. Just a quick screenshot about that. We'll see the actual demo in action. Moving to the next one. And using the RSC, you can now request the team owners to consent for a bot to receive user messages across the standard channel in Team without you mentioning the bot. This capability is enabled by specifying the channel message.read.group permission in the manifest of the RSC enabled app. Note that this is still in developer preview, but we still want to show you the demo, how it works. Next in the line is for a real-time event. The user can receive these real-time events for the meeting. As soon as any app is associated with a meeting, the actual meeting start and end times are shared with the bot. So we just have a demo wherein we'll show you how your bot would receive the notification, and then you could take some action to send back in a channel, maybe welcome somebody to the meeting. And last but not least, it's about the single sign-on. As you know, single sign-on for AD minimizes the number of times users need to enter their sign-in credentials by silently refreshing the authentication token. What we did now is we actually created combined sample, which does authentication for bots, tabs, and messaging extension, and we have a demo available for that. Okay, and I'll also show you the step-by-steps what we are building for scenarios where we have multiple steps to follow, multiple configurations needs to be done, so that after completing these steps, you'll have your app running. Okay, so demo time. So let me just switch to this page. We have our repo under Office Dev, Microsoft Teams. I'm putting the aka.ms link. I'll paste in the chat window. Here we have list of these apps which are available. Now switching to the demo tenants. We'll start with the first demo, and this is where we have adaptive card tab, wherein the request is actually sent to your bot, and then bot sends back the adaptive card and renders back in the UI. So first step, we're just putting a simple sign in, and note that these all demos are very simple. We just wanted to showcase the capability, how it works, and then you could build on top of that. So once user clicks on sign in, the authentication request is completed. And it follows the same authentication mechanism what messaging extension follows, and it's all documented with all the payloads available. So as you can see, just fetching the profile information from Graph by calling the Graph APIs and putting the name. And here's another example how we show the task module from the adaptive card. The same mechanism works here as well. And when you close, you'll get a submit action, task/submit, and you could take action based on that. And it also provides, you can also provide sign out option. Once you click, you'll be able to go back to the original screen. So we have put in this sample app and all the documentation. You can go ahead and try out different scenarios here. Moving to the second demo, which is RSC based messages. So what I'm doing right now is I've already installed this app here in this particular meeting. So I'll just put in a message. Okay, as you could notice, like I haven't mentioned the bot, but bot still receives the messages, and the way you configure is you go and put in the channel messages.group.read in your app manifest, and your bot would start receiving the messages. You don't even need to add mention. You could start by replying directly as if you're replying to any user. No need to add mention, and bot can then take a call whether to respond back or just ignore the message. So a lot of scenarios will be available based on this. Moving to the third demo, which is on real-time meeting events. What I've done is I have already created a meeting. What I'll do, I'll just join this meeting. Okay, once the meeting is joined, the app is already installed in the meeting. I have done that already to save time. And as soon as the meeting started, your bot endpoint will now get an event saying, hey, meeting started. And along with that, you'll get the information about the meeting. So we're just putting in the saying, hey, demo for real-time event meeting started. This is the start time. And then we are just copying the join URL, which is coming from the payload for the bot message. And once you go ahead and hang up, now bot would receive another event back to your endpoint, wherein you could take a call, calculate the duration, or figure out and then respond back on the thread. Okay, so both these events are already documented. All the formats, all the payloads are provided in the documentation. Okay, and last but not the least, that's on the SSO experience. Just switching to a different tenant because I have already consented. So here, this is a SSO experience between bot, tab, and messaging extension. Tab SSO, most of you have seen, so I'll just start with the bot experience. So I'll just type in help. Okay, so now it actually shows me a consent pop-up saying, hey, you need to consent to this app. I click on continue. It shows me a permission screen that I'll need to give a permission. Okay, that's loading. Okay, accept. And once the bot gets a permission to access your profile, what it does, it actually just fetches your profile information and just displays it out there. It's a simple OAuth prompt which doing this exchange. And the same now, given that you have already consented for this particular app, if you go to tab now, you don't even need to authenticate again. Automatically for the same, using the same app ID will be fetching. So when you call Microsoft Teams authentication.get token, you'll now get the token directly and we'll be able to call Graph API. It doesn't stop here with the bot and tab. You could do the same thing with messaging extension as well, for search, as well as even for messaging extension action. So you'll be able to see the profile photo. We're just showing a simple Graph API call to fetch the profile photo. Okay, so yeah, those were all the demos what we have. And I'm just putting in the link for feedback or question. You could go ahead and share your feedback at aka.ms/Teams platform feedback. You can share it on GitHub, Stack Overflow, whichever channel you prefer to.
Before you stop sharing,
yes.
Can you go to that and show where the samples were one more time? So just to show the sample gallery and the location and the GitHub and all of that. So.
Yes.
Because we do have time, so no rush.
Okay, awesome. So the samples are here at GitHub Office Dev and Microsoft Teams samples. And if you go to Teams documentation, so let me just go back to the documentation. The best way to go that and get started, we have a link to code samples. And click on this, you'll be redirected to GitHub repo. And the way we have structured is we have all this list of samples for tabs, bots, messaging extension, and you'll be finding all of these samples available in respective folders. So when we just showcase the sample for, so JSON place tab. So any sample if you pick, in that folder we have different languages. So you'll find the sample for C# and Node, same way for RACP sample. Node. Okay, for meetings, we have all of these samples available. We just demoed the sample for meeting events. If I go to a specific folder, what we have done, we have put in a nice screenshot. It gives you idea about that particular sample, and you could just follow the instructions. And it's again like simple and grok, run it locally and configure your bot. You'll start getting these events back to your bot. And what we'll be doing, so all these manifests, what I just demoed, we'll be putting this these manifests as well, so that you could go ahead and try it out.
And if there's any questions related on the samples, or somebody's having any challenges, is the issue list the location to ask help.
Good. Yeah.
Excellent.
And just to properly set expectations, are these open for contributions, or are these from the essentially the product engineering teams?
So these are under Office Dev and managed by a product engineering team. I think most of the contribution for community is happening on the PnP repo, and that's where we recommend going, because this is something we put all these links in the documentation and make sure these are updated whenever something changes in the platform.
Excellent. So we'll make sure that we're setting the right expectations with everyone.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, I really appreciate you coming on to share about this. I'm sorry, did you have something else to say?
No, just checking if there are any questions about sample or any feedback.
I've not seen anything in the chat window yet.
Okay.
I'll go back up just to double check. No, all the things I'm seeing were links to previous things. Oh, and then someone did ask, they are new to bots. What is RSC?
RSC is resource specific consent, and so instead of requesting, so this is the permission model change, right, where we started giving a granular permissions, and you'll find more details in the documentation. If you go under utilize Teams data with Graph, you'll see a resource specific consent. Now you don't need to go to Teams admin to say, hey, I need to read this Teams details. Instead, what we could do is the team owner can consent to these permissions, and all these granular permissions are listed down, and these are something are included in the manifest, so that whenever team owner is installing the app to the team, they'll see what all permissions they have, and your bot or any app would start getting this access token. I hope that answers the question. In case if you still have any questions, I think you could just go to the documentation page and just click on submit feedback for this page, and we'll definitely get back to you.
Yep, and for everyone's awareness, we are looking at other options for doing resource-specific consent across other workloads as well. So you'll see Teams here has basically kind of led the charge for this, but other areas in terms of Exchange or SharePoint or other things are also looking at options for how we roll this out to get that more granular consent, so it's not just an all or nothing across the entire tenant. Excellent. Well, Vijay, really appreciate you coming on today to demo this, to answer questions, and to share more information about this. Really hoping people can be able to take this and actually roll this into their own things that they're building. Great way for people to get started up, starting to leverage those team samples. So thank you so much.
Thank you.